Ladies and gentlemen,
we are releasing our final report on the Y2K computer problem.
Y2K, 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 Y2K,
They made a video and everything. That's crazy.
Where in your brain did this idea sort of really congeal and come to life?
I think after experiencing Y2K and the letdown it was, I was just sort of obsessed with it forever. Like, it was in the back of my brain, not something I thought a ton about day to day or anything like that. But one day, we had a party in 2019, New Year's party. The next day, I was like pretty hungover, and I was like, oh, maybe there should be a movie about Y2K where it actually happens to some teenagers. And I texted Evan, who made it with us, and me, and we started writing it.
Everyone's here.
We will experience no major national breakdowns.
Someone's on the net.
That's pimp as hell.
You've got mail. Breakdown, 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 breakdown.
You found a way to blend the fear and chaos that was the build-up to Y2K and the fear of AI now.
I think that initially we just liked the general idea because like it's such a fun era and universe to go back to, and something that like maybe hasn't been represented on screen a ton. And then I think in the writing of it and like the making of it, it's like, oh, there's a parallel happening here that like I don't know that we even foresaw initially. But it was fun, like kind of. I don't want to say we tried to make a statement, but like thinking about like how is this relevant to us now?
It's 1999 and we getting drunk.
In a few hours, you have an excuse to kiss the girl of your dreams.
Laura's a popular girl stereotype, but a computer whiz. And Eli's been in love with her for many years, but she's always dating somebody else, this older guy named Jonas. And she seems to kind of like sacrifice a lot of herself in order to still seem cool and popular and be liked by her friends. But when this crazy circumstance happens and she's kind of forced to hang out with the losers, self-proclaimed, I'm not calling you guys losers, I love you guys. She kind of, reconnects with bits of herself and also is really grateful to find friends who accept her for who she is.
I think he's sort of the only loser out of the group. He's different because he doesn't have necessarily ties to like a culture or a niche that everyone else does. Everyone has this like sense of community, and she is a different version of what that is though. Well, whereas it's like the rap rock crew and the emo crew and the swingers and everyone has something to hang on to that like makes them them. And he doesn't have that. He just knows he loves his friend. Oh, Lord, sticky.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have friends like that. We have mutual friends that people that push me beyond what it is that I am, especially when it comes to expressing that, like communicating who you are to the world around you, because they see the beauty in you that there is, but that doesn't necessarily come out. And so, I mean, Julian was it was such a blast to work with him. We were like focused on making each other laugh the entire shoot.
So smooth.
One kid gets killed by a flying VHS tape.
Yeah.
And you have an obsession with VHS tapes, with like old VHS tapes. If you were to have a VHS tattoo of a VHS tape that you grew up with, that like there was like, I'm asking. But
I mean, like I really like your idea of it being something that was taped off TV. I think that makes it hyper specific and unique.
Yeah, but
So
yours doesn't have to.
I'm gonna say either I taped some episodes of Doug and I'll tattoo that, or like Billy Madison or something like that. Yeah.
Mine was the Schoolhouse Rock VHSs. Like I had so many of the Schoolhouse Rock VHS tapes, and I feel like the American History one was like the most iconic thing ever for me. Like I'm Just a Bill. The Shot Heard Round the World was the start of the revolution. The Great American Melting Pot, like all those songs were so ingrained in my mind that I feel like I would get like the Schoolhouse Rock American history version tattooed. Sorry.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
Ever seen Burning Man?
Yeah.
You get that?
It was a scary movie for me as a kid, and it meant a lot to me. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a great one. Yeah, mine would be Goonies and Three Amigos.
Oh,
nice.
That's a good combo.
Goonies
Yeah.
is a good one.
Do you think was that VCRs connected with each other, or was that like HBO? How do you think you actually got it on the tape?
I recorded one off of HBO and one off of TNT. So one had the commercials.
You pressed the record
I
button. Nice.
Oh yeah.